Hi, I'm Clarissa Valencia.
My name is Christian Lopez.
Our interviewee is over here out of frame, but thank you for taking a few minutes to chat with us. We're doing a class project on the reproductive system, and specifically, we'd like to talk to you about the male reproductive system. And we just want to know what people around our age range of 18 to 25 know. So there are no wrong answers here and no judgment. So feel free to let us know what your perspective is on the male reproductive system.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I can try, but I really don't know much besides the basics that we learned in high school. But I just know that the testes make sperm, and puberty is something that happens to your body, change parts of your body, making your voice deeper, muscles bigger, and just stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right. The testes have two main jobs. They make sperm and they make testosterone as well, which is a hormone that is responsible for puberty changes. Testosterone actually does more than just affect your body. It can change your energy levels, your mood, hair growth, and sexual function.
Really? That's crazy. I didn't realize it affected mood. I thought it was just puberty.
Yeah, so it does as well. Testosterone connects with brain chemicals that regulate our moods, kind of like serotonin and dopamine. So if your testosterone shifts, also your mood will shift a bit too. It's all tied together. Do you also maybe know much about other male reproductive hormones other than testosterone?
No, honestly, I've never learned about any of them besides testosterone. I just know that testosterone is the main one.
So it is the main one, but there's also others that help regulate sperm production and sexual function. There's FSH, which is a follicle stimulating hormone, and there's also LH, which is a luteinizing hormone. FSH stimulates sperm production, and then LH signals the testes to make testosterone.
That's crazy. I've never really heard of any of those till now, and I had no idea that there was other hormones that were involved.
Yeah, so you can kind of see it is interesting how many different hormones are involved in our body and the impact they have. How about other organs? Do you know anything about the prostate or the seminal vesicles?
No, I know nothing about the prostate or seminal vesicles. I just know that, or I think that the prostate has to do something with semen, but I'm not really too sure about that.
Okay, yeah, so the prostate, it produces fluids that mix with sperm that make the volume of semen, and it helps nourish and transport the sperm. So it's really important.
Wow, that's crazy. I didn't realize that there's different parts that involve it. I thought it was just one part.
Yeah, it's definitely something more complex than a lot of people think about. How about sperm production? Do you know maybe how often it occurs, or maybe what type of things affect it?
No, I really haven't learned that or have thought about that. I assume that the testes just make sperm all the time.
Yeah, so sperm are constantly being made millions every day. Your lifestyle definitely really matters, things like smoking, exercising, diet, drinking alcohol, and even temperature can affect sperm quality. So that's the main part.
Temperature, that's crazy. I knew that my lifestyle can affect it, but I didn't realize the outside temperature.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the testes are outside of the body, being in the scrotum for a reason. They need to be slightly cooler than the body for optimal sperm production. That's why things like hot tub or tight underwear can sometimes impact your infertility, which is why you need to avoid those things.
Huh, that's crazy. I never knew that. Can you maybe explain how erections work?
So there's a lot going on in the erections. They're not just automatic, which is why stress, alcohol, and certain medications, like she mentioned, they can affect your sexual function.
Wow, that actually kind of makes sense. I didn't really think that the nervous system would be involved with all this.
A lot of people don't, and that's why sleep and overall health can impact reproductive function, health. The body's really interconnected and really interesting. But have you ever learned much about male reproductive health in maybe school, maybe high school years?
Honestly, just not beyond high school.
Not beyond high school.
But I learned a little bit from whatever's on the internet sometimes, but that's pretty much it.
That's pretty common. That's why we wanted to do this project. Lots of people like have like gaps and misconceptions. Or people think like sperm is only made during certain times, but really it's like more of a continuous process, or that like the organs like the prostate only matters in like older men, but it's actually important for younger adults too.
That's true. I had no idea that it was always active.
Yeah, and it's interesting to think about all of this we just mentioned, the way hormones and organs work together. So thanks for being open about this. And we asked a lot of people and they weren't open about it just because they're probably not in the major or something. And hopefully some of this stuff like helps you throughout like how you age throughout your life, you know?
Yeah, no, thank you. I actually learned a lot today. It was pretty interesting about once you learn about all the different parts that play a role.
It's definitely a good reminder about reproductive health, and it's something everyone should like take the time to learn. But thank you again for taking the time to chat with us.